Hey guys, what's up? Nico again here. And today's episode for 3D Printer Profits is Will. Will runs a 3D printing service. I think you're down south, Southern California, right?
Yeah, we're in LA.
LA.
Alhambra
I
to be
was just in LA
exact.
last week. Should have
Oh
hooked
man,
up
should
with you.
stop by. I know for sure.
Anyway, so Will runs a 3D printing service, and we're going to talk about how he started his business, his humble beginnings, and stuff like that. And as always, all his links are going to be in the description below if you're watching on YouTube. And if you're on your favorite podcast player, it's going to be in the show notes. Make sure you guys stay till the end of the episode so you guys can get a product idea that you guys can use and build and start selling it and make your own 3D printing business. All right.
Sounds good.
Also stay till the end of the episode. We'll have some bonus material where Will and I are just going to chit chat, shoot the shit here as we talk about it. So, Will, let's start, man. So what is your background? How did you get started in this?
My background, I'm a hardware engineer.
Okay.
So like physical hardware, I could troubleshoot down to component level on boards and stuff. That's my background. I'm a hands-on type of person. I like to fix stuff, right? I got into this because I was curious what 3D printing was back in 2012, roughly. Wanted to just, try it out. It was like the beginning of 3D printing, I would say, right? Like 2010, 2012 is when it kind of came out for consumer wise. And then I bought my first printer then, fondle with it, play with it, print random stuff from Thingiverse. And then my wife said, why don't you just turn this into a business type of thing, right? So we put our money together and 8-9 years later, here we are.
Dude, that's awesome. So what was your first machine? What was that first machine that really got you into it?
It was a Thingsmaker Boketo. Bukobot. It was a Bukobot.
Okay.
Yeah.
And do they even make those anymore?
No, they don't make those anymore. They're gone. We're still friends. I'm still, keep in touch with them and stuff like that. But yeah, he no longer makes them.
That's awesome, man. And so when you said you guys put your money together, did you guys just go all in full time into it? Just say
no.
quit the job, or did it start as a side hustle and kind of built into where it is?
It started in a side hustle. We put our money together. We opened our doors in 2014, our first little shop. At that time, my wife would run the shop in the morning. I start my 9-to-5 job. So when I got off work, that's when I go to the shop and do what I need to do. We did that for a cool maybe 3 years before I kind of quit my job and then made it full time.
Okay.
So yeah.
So how did you guys come up with your idea? So tell me more about the business. Like, how does it work?
What do you mean? Like, what do we do, or what?
Yeah.
What
so you guys are a print service, right? Do people just come in? Hey, make this for me.
Sort of. We started off initially to do 3 figures of people, right? That was our business to begin with. But then at that time, it was too new for people to understand what it was. So all we did was like marketing, educating people, right? Then over time, we just had to like do everything else to like survive as a business. So we started doing print service, modeling, 3D scanning, and keep this in mind, everything that we were doing were self-taught. So we knew nothing about scanning, nothing about modeling, nothing about anything 3D printed, period, right? So
that's awesome, dude. You guys just taught yourself, said, screw it, make it happen.
Yeah, exactly. Just make it happen, right? If you want something bad enough, you'll figure it out, right?
Yeah.
So that's how it worked. So we just self-taught, figure out what we need. Along the way, we found some good artists that taught us, stuff in ZBrush and stuff, but everything was still self-taught. So we did, 3D scanning and everything else. So we kind of branched out to pretty much anything 3D related.
Gotcha. So let's go back a little bit here. You said that we were, that you guys were scanning people and you would get figures of themselves.
Correct. Yeah.
And that's where you guys started. And how did you get clients for that?
Comic-Con, trade show. So our first year, I think, I believe, like,
man, you guys hustled.
Yeah, end of 2013, like mid 2013 and on, we did a lot of conventions, right? So like all my paycheck from my 9-to-5 job, just dropped it in to like do different shows and stuff. DCon, DesignerCon, Kamikaze and stuff like that. We just hit the whole the show circuit for a cool maybe 2 years and kind of got our name out there. Word of mouth, worked with a lot of people. So we kind of built up where we are today with the word of mouth.
Cool, man. So what are you guys doing now? So I know you're not doing any, I shouldn't say you're not doing any, you're not doing so much of just figures of people anymore where you scan them and
Yeah.
What else are you guys printing now?
We're doing a lot of reverse engineering for bigger clients. And we're doing a lot of, I mean, still doing scanning, but we're doing more like for, museum pieces or people that wants to make custom clothing for themselves, like dresses, and they need a custom mannequin made of their body type of thing. So we're doing more of that. We still scan people because there aren't that much people doing that around. They kind of all faded out over time. So that's still, what we do and stuff.
Cool. So how do you guys figure out what products sell in the shop?
As for right now, all we're doing is mostly a service, right? So we're more of a service provider
Okay.
in LA. And then we did open a shop in Vegas maybe a couple months ago, 5-6 months ago. And from our Vegas shop, we're trying to focus more on printing, more of like a farm type of thing out there.
Okay.
Yeah.
And are these figures, are they resin printed or are they FDM?
For the color stuff, we're using 3D System, the ProJet. So they're full color printed in sandstone material.
Okay.
Yeah. And
Sweet.
they're fragile, so.
Okay. So as you guys grew, what things did you guys add to your catalog? And how did you guys get your first clients for those?
As we grew, are you talking about like just machinery overall, or are we talking about?
Yeah, just so as when you guys first started, you did your scanning, right?
Yeah.
And then you guys did your you guys grew your catalog. You said that you started printing other stuff for people, because
Correct.
you can't just, hey, can you make me this? You guys gotta have the files for it. So how did you guys acquire those? Like, what did you guys start printing?
We started printing like big, I mean, at that time, there weren't any big printers, right? So they're more smaller scale stuff. So we're just printing like, small scale stuff, a lot of toys for consumers, for customers that had like their 2D drawings. So we'll model up in 3D and then we'll print it out, and then they'll make a mold and cast and sell it, so forth. So we're doing that. And then as time grew, larger printers started to come out, right? So we bought a few of those. We started printing like life-size mannequins, armor pieces for cosplay stuff. I mean, we've done a lot of stuff, but a lot of stuff that we do is NDA stuff. So we can't post on social media and stuff. So that's a problem, right? I mean,
Gotcha. So what machines are you guys using now? You said you guys grew, right? You guys went from, your humble beginnings into larger machines. What are you guys using now? Because I don't think you guys are using the same machines that you guys did when you first started.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, for our color stuff, we're using the 3D System ProJet 660s. We have like a farm of those. We have big industrial FDM printers that we just acquired maybe a couple months ago, like half a year ago. A lot of like just your Anycubic resin printers for now, because we don't have enough inquiries to get those industrial resin printers.
And
we have
what Anycubic resin printer is it? Just a Mono Photon X?
We have the Mono. We have the new the Max, the M3 Max.
Okay.
Yeah, the bigger one stuff. Oh yeah. I mean, we bought like different brands over the years, so just to see which one's the best, and then we just find like stick with one brand is easier to,
okay. So you guys are on like a big industrial scale, not so much, the home production.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So we need to find stuff that just works, right? Because we can't have downtime, right?
Right. Absolutely.
Yeah.
And let's go back to income. This is a pretty big operation. How much are you guys making on profit with this?
We're probably in the six figures, maybe the high six figures.
So high six figures, multi six figures then.
Yeah.
Nice, man. Congratulations. And that's in profit, correct?
Correct.
Dude, that's awesome.
It's a lot of hard work.
You're
nonstop.
It didn't happen overnight though, did it?
Yeah, exactly. You know how it is, right?
I get it. I totally get it.
Yeah.
So what's your print farm look like, man? How many machines do you guys have?
We have, for the color stuff, the ProJet, we have about maybe 12 to 14, I believe, roughly around there. Yeah, so they're a lot of stuff to feed them, right? FDM, we have a good maybe 15 plus.
And they're all running 24/7.
Most of them, well, I wouldn't say all of them, like at least a good 50%. Yeah. I mean, there's time of the year, they all run consistently. I mean, nonstop. And there's times where, only if some of them run type of thing, our busy time of the year. And then resin printers. I mean, we are trying to look into industrial printer to put in our Vegas location. It makes more sense to have it there. Yeah.
Are these mainly printed in PLA?
The material wise,
Yeah.
yeah, PLA, PETG type of stuff.
Okay. And
Yeah.
what brand PLA do you guys use? What brand filament?
We are using Matter Hacker.
Matter Hackers.
Yeah. Because we work closely with them too. So
Okay. Awesome.
shout out to
So
Chris from Matter Hacker though.
so what struggles did you guys have when you guys first started?
Um, Educating people, right? Because we started so long ago that people didn't even know what 3D printing was, right? So the whole maybe a good 2-3 years, it was just educating people, right? We did a lot of high school events for students, showing them what 3D printing can do, just showing people what the possibility 3D printing can do, right? Not just printing little stuff, but everything else that they could make and stuff design. So I think that was a struggle for us, just getting the word
And so
out.
how did you guys get over that? So you guys went to high schools. What else did you guys do?
Conventions, just pretty much anything that we could get our hands on, right? Just a lot of meetups, local meetups and stuff like that. Yeah.
And then you guys would just bring products like, hey, this is 3D printed. And then
Yeah.
people's minds would just explode. And you're like, yeah,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah, exactly. You can do so much with it, right? As long as you could design it, you could print it, right? So
yeah.
that's kind of how it works.
So you guys are 3D printing service. People come to you and hey, can you make me this? And you mentioned that you guys have a design um, a design department, if you will.
Yeah.
Tell us more about that.
Yeah, I mean, like people coming with like a lot of patent works, like the 2D drawings, they need a physical object to show their lawyer type of thing, and we reverse engineer that for them. Or if you just come in with just an idea, right, and give us some rough measurements, we'll go ahead and model it up and go off that.
Okay, so you guys have a design service. How much do you
Correct.
charge for that?
That just varies on what it is. But I would say probably looking at $500 starting. And it goes up from there. It depends on what you're trying to do, how many iteration you want, and so forth, how complicated your drawings are.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
And what software do you guys use for that?
We use Fusion 360, and then we use SolidWorks
Fusion 360 and SolidWorks.
for the mechanical stuff, and then we use ZBrush
Okay.
for the organic stuff.
And you have an in-house designer,
Yeah.
or do you do it? Because you have a background in.
Yeah, I mean, I do all the organic stuff, and my wife and our other partner, they do all the like the hard surface stuff.
Okay. Do you guys
Yeah.
use ZBrush or anything organic like that at all?
Yeah, I do ZBrush.
Okay, so you use ZBrush.
Yeah, I use ZBrush.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's cool, man. It's what else have you guys done to increase sales and revenue?
What have we done? Just work with other people, kind of like give them a percentage, they become our sales guys type of thing, and then just kind of word of mouth. And we want to come up with our own product. But we're such a small team where it just takes us so much of our time just to run the business itself. So it's kind of like it's hard, and especially when
Gotcha.
COVID hit, it kind of like wiped a lot of people out, right? So
Yeah.
yeah.
So do you guys have you have your own website? Do you have
Correct.
an Etsy store or anything like that at all, or just straight up your
don't.
website?
Just our website and word to word of mouth. We don't have, like I mentioned, we don't have the capacity and help to run an Etsy store
Mhm.
at the moment. Yeah, because we're just so busy doing clients work and other stuff we have.
That's a good problem to have,
Yeah,
but it's a
it is.
problem
I can't
nonetheless.
complain. Yeah, it is. It is. I can't complain.
That's awesome, man. So did you guys build the website yourself? Because you
Initially,
would
when
think,
somebody built it
hey,
up.
make me this, make me that.
Yeah.
It would be like a request forum type job post kind of deal.
For the website.
Yeah.
No, we initially had somebody just build it, and then over time we just did a minor upgrades and this and that, and yeah. But we're looking to revamp it though. So
Okay. Dude, that's awesome,
Yeah.
man. So
thank you.
what's working today in terms of marketing? So you already mentioned word of mouth. What are you guys on social media? Are you
Yeah,
on Facebook?
we're
How
on social
else is
media.
marketing working for you?
We're on social media across the board, like Instagram, TikTok. We do want to do a whole YouTube thing, but at the same time, it's another job, right? So it's another time that we can't afford to put into yet. But yeah, so we're across the board, social media, working with a lot of people, word of mouth. We kind of build our own clientele that way.
Gotcha. Sweet, man. So what's next for you guys? What's the future for Co-Create?
License of people, licensing
Okay.
of people, right? Like let's say you, right? You have a big fan base, whatever. We want to license you, make you into your own figure, collectible figure, and then you sell to your fans, right? Yeah, that's been our game plan. We're just slowly working towards it, right? And then for our outlet base, we're trying to do more like digital stuff, get into the whole NFT, AR, VR world because we really scan people, right? So that's already the asset right there for any of those software
Yeah,
based.
digital assets are where we're headed.
Yeah, correct.
I firmly believe.
Yep.
Dude, well, cool, man. Dude, that's we went from putting all your money in as a side hustle into now a multi six-figure operation.
Yeah, man, it's a long journey, man. It's hard work, right? I mean,
It is, dude. It's so much work.
Right?
But once you get there, you're like, you look back and you're like, that was awesome.
Yeah,
Like it was
totally.
so worth it.
I think the cool part is more of for us, it's more like meeting cool people along the way. You know what I mean? Different
I met a
projects
lot of cool people.
Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, you come across really cool people, and you kind of just bond with them and
The
stuff.
nicest community too. The
Totally.
nicest people on the
totally
planet.
agree. Yeah, I totally agree. I totally agree. The smartest people too.
Dude, yes, brilliant minds.
Yeah, blows my mind.
So Will, I think that's a
Yes,
wrap
sir.
for us, man. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. What is
For
your
sure.
number one tip for anyone who wants to start their own 3D printing side hustle?
Yeah, I mean, start small. Go on a budget. Find out what your market is, your niche, and just work towards it, man. Just don't give up. That's all it is. Just keep going, right? I mean, just look at where we're at now, right?
It's a simple
You
formula.
and I, right?
Yeah,
You and I, yeah.
it's a simple formula.
Work.
You make it sound so
Yeah.
easy, but it's so much work.
But it is. It's
And
taking
the
first step.
99%
That's
of
the
people
hardest.
fade out,
Yeah,
and the
it's the first
1%
step. I mean,
employ the 99.
yeah, exactly. Because I think people they get scared of the first step, right? Like, oh, they're not making money in the first 2 months or 5 months or 6 months, and they just fold, right? So it doesn't work that way. You know what
I
mean?
didn't make money my first year. I put all of it back
Or
into
even
business.
couple years, exactly. Or even couple years, right? So,
Yeah.
dude, got to
So
reinvest back.
There you go. Can you do that? Is that something that you guys can do where you don't take
Exactly.
money for the first year and you put it all
Yeah.
back in the business?
Just
But when you do
reinvest.
that, your business explodes.
Yeah,
And you
I
implode.
agree. I
So-
totally agree.
Again, Will, thank you so much. I appreciate it, man. So
I appreciate
like
you.
I said in the beginning, if you guys stay to the end of the episode, I give you guys your own 3D printing side hustle, your own products. So I'm going to give you guys a product idea right now, and it is guitar accessories, right? So I play guitar, and I know there's some things that I want for my guitar, like a guitar holder that you can just hang my Fender right on there,
Right.
some cases for your picks, maybe a nice stand for your iPad for when you're reading your chords. Just take who you are and figure out, what can I make for my tribe? What can I make for my people? And that's it. Really, that's really it. It's a simple formula.
Yeah.
So today's product idea is guitar accessories. Take it, make a business out of it, go take off, run. If you do need help, let me know. I'm here to help you build your own 3D printing side hustle from start to finish. Link for that is in the description below. Again, Will, thank you for being here. I appreciate it, man. Thank you for your time.
Totally. Thank you, man.
Say bye to everybody.
Peace. Yeah, go for it.
All right. So bonus material time.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys fucking scanned Snoop Dogg as
Yes,
a
sir.
Mandalorian.
Yeah, right.
What?
Yeah. We
Dude, when you put that on your Instagram, I go, no way. I was looking, I was like, there's no way these guys did that. Really? Were those my files? Shut the fuck
Did
up.
you
Those
have
are
them?
my files?
I don't know. Did you have them? You had it? Because when we
I
scanned
do
them,
have Mando files. I don't know if you guys made it and gave it to him.
No,
and,
no,
like,
no.
printed it for him.
When we went there, he already had it on.
Oh,
I don't
okay.
know. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he already had it on. So yeah, it was for the music video.
Dude, that's so bananas. I swear to God, I saw that day on Instagram. I go, no fucking way these guys just did this.
Yeah.
They
yeah.
met, I mean, you guys are in LA, right?
Yeah,
It was
we're in
only a
LA.
matter of time we were going to scan someone famous.
Oh, yeah. They're yeah.
Did-
they're all
who
here,
else did you
so.
guys scan that was famous?
For that day, it was Snoop, Ice Cube, E40, and Too Short for the music video. Mount Westmore.
Too Short still
Yeah.
rapping?
Yeah, he's still rapping. That's their new group. They're all four of them right there.
So just a bunch of old guys rapping.
Yeah, the OGs, right?
Yo, whoever's watching this, they're like, oh, these guys are old. These guys are in their 40s, like close,
Bro,
close. Those were our people.
that's our time. That's
That was our time.
That's our time. Hey, those are good music. They put out some good music,
That's
right?
when music was still good back in the day.
Yeah, exactly.
Have y'all
Now,
heard
I
the
don't
crap
know.
was on the radio? I'm
Yeah.
like, yo, for
Yeah,
real?
bro. Time change.
Dude, bring those guys back.
Yeah, they're making a comeback. They're making a comeback.